Are you thinking of going into self-employed estate agency? Then listen up to this video as I listen to Ollie Henson, who made the jump 18 months ago. And he's going to tell me the ups and the downs, the thrills, the fears and frustrations.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. And look, I think that's a really great way of putting it, because there will be fears, there will be frustration, there's definitely some thrills. What advice would I give to
Yeah, what would you do differently? Now, we're not going to mention the name of your
No,
agency.
what would I do differently? I think
In hindsight.
yeah, in hindsight, I think the management of expectations. I think, and what I mean by that is it's tough. And it's tough, and you know, please, 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 don't anybody go into this thinking, right, in 12 months' time I'm going to be rolling in it, because that's definitely not the case.
Oh, but at least you can pick your kids up from the nativity play.
You can pick the kids up from the nativity play, absolutely. No, I think look, the key things for me is again, we've touched on there. Mindset's going to be crucial, because think of all the emotions that you've had through your employed career and just magnify them. Everything you're absolutely right. If something crashes tomorrow, it's not 150 quid out of your salary at the end of the month, it's the full fee. It's your investment. You've probably paid a lot of money already to get it to that particular point, and it's starting again. I'd be saying to that person, again, we've talked on it, it can be lonely. You know, you can be at a point where you're sitting there thinking, what's the next thing to do? Where am I? You know, I know I want to be busy. I know I want to go out and be a superstar and help loads of clients, but you know, that phone hasn't rung in 20 minutes and I need to start getting a list of names and people together. You know, where do I go? Am I knocking on that door after 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock? And I've done a lot of that, Chris, and it's, do you know what, it's not the route that I would go down again, in all honesty.
What, door knocking or
yeah, I think getting out there knocking on people's doors, I think the actual trajectory of somebody opening, somebody being genuinely pleased that you're there to have a conversation with and talk to them, and the amount of time and energy invested into going and doing it against, you know, other forms of advertising and marketing, like you know, putting a great social media video together, asking if does anybody need advice or content in the local market, and
or why not just give it?
Yeah,
exactly. As opposed to asking.
Yeah, well, of course, going out there, being that local expert, giving the information, taking the time to sit and speak to people. I did the first couple of weeks. I went out there like a, you know, going out there, door knocking, right, card, have a card, we're open, we're new, come on, give us an experience. We probably picked up 3 listings in 3 months, and I think we sold one of those 3 listings, because the other ones are the ones that have got like 6 boards outside already.
So what was the biggest impact for lowest effort?
The biggest impact for lowest effort for me was once we got the ability for someone to say, yeah, you can market my home, we absolutely went hell for leather on that. So we invest quite heavily in photography. We'll put video content together for the house itself. We'll launch that through social media, so Instagram, Facebook. But the crucial bit then was it's the interaction with people. So when we're coming into contact, any Rightmove leads coming in at 8:30 at night, right? We're picking up the phone, we're speaking to that person, and we're having a conversation. They're like, oh, blooming hell, I didn't expect anybody to call me. Yeah, great. Well, you've inquired about that, and it was very quickly you can build up the chain building scenario. So I'd be viewing with somebody who's got a house to sell. Well, I've just responded to them at 8 o'clock at night. They've got my personal mobile number. You know, I'm building a WhatsApp group with them from the moment that they're going through. It's creating the experience. And this is the thing we spoke about earlier is, you know, there's certain things that tech can do that makes it super efficient, but humans buy humans. So if there's someone there that makes the difference, that, you know, makes somebody feel special, the chances are they're going to want to list their house with you. And then you start picking up another one. And we, you know, I don't know whether it's the right thing. We're probably we had an okay first year, you know, from a lukewarm start. You know, in 2023, I think we agreed 83 sales for the year, which was kind of just above expectations on where we'd done. We'd done that in the first 6 months of this year. So, you know, we're hoping that we'll double that and some moving forward. And that's just by dealing with those people as they're coming in, making the experience that people go, they're the guys that I want to work with.
Okay, what other things would you do differently?
I'd be equally, I think one of the things that we've probably fallen back on is getting ahead of recruitment. And what I mean by that is you so focused on growing the business as quickly as you want to grow it, all of a sudden the business has grown and you're thinking, oh my God, I need someone else in here now because this isn't sustainable anymore. And that was the thing that I think probably has caught us off guard for 3 or 4 months. It's kind of, because finding good people is
Really hard work.
really hard. And again, I would say if you've got somebody that can help or coach or mentor you, look, great estate agents don't become great recruiters. You know, they're different skill sets. You've got to be able to share your passion, your belief, but I'd be getting on that, you know, always creating a bit, who's the next person that you're going to be bringing into your team? When do you expect that to happen? And if you're thinking, right, I'm going to need someone in 6 months, then probably get on the case today.
Yeah.
You know, and there'll be people that you'll know and you know, different skill sets. You know, some of the most, through my years of working at you know, Gigs and Co, some of the best recruitment that has been done was from people actually from outside of the industry. They weren't estate agents, but they had skill sets that would easily transferable to come into the property sector. So it's that fine balance about sometimes looking outside the box as well.
Ollie, thank you for your time today.
Thanks, Chris.